Yo, what is up everybody? It's your boy NV1. We're about to hit you with the ultimate USA travel guide. So buckle up, smash that like button, and get ready for an epic adventure across the USA. Let's dive into the energy of New York City. Times Square at midnight, the rush of people and lights, street vendors, and feeling like you're in the center of the universe. Spend a day in Central Park, wandering the paths, people watching, and feeling the city's pulse. And don't forget to catch a Broadway show. All right, from the urban jungle, we're switching gears to the raw, untamed beauty of Arizona. The Grand Canyon, guys, it's like staring into the soul of the earth. You stand there on the edge of this massive chasm, billions of years of history carved into the rock, and it just hits you, the sheer power of nature. You can hike down into the canyon, get up close and personal with those layered bands of rock, or, if you're feeling really adventurous, take a helicopter ride and see it from above. And don't forget to catch the sunset. Next stop, we're heading to the West Coast, to a city that's quirky, rebellious, and fun. San Francisco. Rent a bike and cruise across the Golden Gate Bridge. Get lost in Chinatown, the oldest and largest outside of Asia. Grab some dim sum and soak up the atmosphere. And don't forget about Alcatraz. Hold on tight because we're heading into the heart of the American West, to Yellowstone National Park. This place is like stepping back in time, a land of geysers shooting sky high, bison roaming free, and landscapes that will blow your mind. You gotta see Old Faithful erupt, of course, but honestly, half the fun is just driving around, exploring the park, and seeing what you stumble upon. Whatever you do, just make sure you bring your camera and a sense of adventure. Get ready to party because we're heading down south to New Orleans, a city that knows how to have a good time, a melting pot of cultures with jazz music and a spirit of celebration. Wander the French Quarter with its wrought iron balconies and street performers. Grab a beignet and chicory coffee and soak up the atmosphere. When the sun goes down, head to Bourbon Street for live music and dancing. Next up, we're heading to the Neon Oasis in the Nevada desert, where the party never stops. Las Vegas, baby! Giant casinos, dazzling shows, and enough lights to rival the Milky Way. You gotta try your luck at the roulette wheel, catch a Cirque du Soleil show, and maybe even get married by an Elvis impersonator. But Vegas isn't just about gambling and nightlife. Just outside the city, you've got the stunning Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area. And hey, if you're feeling really adventurous, rent a car and take a road trip to the Hoover Dam. All right, time to get serious for a minute because we're heading to the nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This city is steeped in history, with monuments and memorials on practically every corner. Visit the White House, Lincoln Memorial, and Smithsonian museums. Don't forget the National Mall. It's a giant green space perfect for a walk or picnic. And take a tour of the Capitol building. Get ready to soak up some sun because we're heading to Miami, Florida, where the beaches are pristine, the water is turquoise, and the vibe is electric. First things first, you gotta hit up South Beach. Spend a day lounging on the sand, working on your tan, and maybe even trying your hand at some beach volleyball. And when you're ready for a change of pace, head over to Little Havana, the heart of Miami's Cuban community. Grab a Cuban sandwich, sip on some cafecito, and soak up the vibrant culture. And don't forget about the nightlife. All right, we're trading in the cityscapes for some island vibes because we're heading to Maui, Hawaii, the Valley Isle. This place is like a dream come true, with lush rainforests, volcanic landscapes, and beaches that will make you want to stay forever. You gotta drive the road to Hana, a winding coastal road with breathtaking views around every bend. Stop at waterfalls, hike through bamboo forests, and take a dip in the 7 sacred pools. And when you're ready for some relaxation, head to one of Maui's many beaches. And don't forget to catch a sunrise or sunset over the ocean. Next stop, we're heading back to the mainland and into the heartland of America, to Chicago, Illinois. This city is known for its architecture, its food, and its Midwestern charm. You gotta visit Millennium Park, home to the iconic Cloud Gate sculpture, also known as the Bean. Then head to the Willis Tower sky deck for panoramic views of the city. From deep dish pizza to Chicago-style hot dogs, this city is a foodie's paradise. And don't forget about the music. Hold on to your hats because we're heading to Orlando, Florida, the theme park capital of the world. Of course, you gotta visit Walt Disney World. But Orlando isn't just about Mickey Mouse. You've also got Universal Studios, with its thrilling rides based on your favorite movies and TV shows. And hey, if you need a break from the theme parks, Orlando has plenty of other things to offer. Next up, we're heading to the birthplace of the American Revolution, Boston, Massachusetts. This city is steeped in history with cobblestone streets, colonial-era buildings, and a spirit of independence that's palpable. You gotta walk the Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile-long path that takes you past all the major historical sites. And don't forget to visit Fenway Park, home of the Boston Red Sox. And hey, if you're feeling hungry, Boston is known for its seafood. We're heading back to the Sunshine State, but this time we're going even further south, to the Florida Keys, a chain of tropical islands connected by bridges. This place is all about relaxation, adventure, and that laid-back island vibe. You gotta drive the Overseas Highway, a 113-mile-long road that stretches from Key Largo to Key West. Stop at beaches, go snorkeling or diving, and just soak up the scenery. And when you reach Key West, be sure to visit the southernmost Point Buoy. Get ready to be awestruck because we're heading to Yosemite National Park, California, home to towering granite cliffs, giant sequoia trees, and some of the most breathtaking scenery in the world. You gotta visit Yosemite Valley, a glacial valley surrounded by towering granite cliffs, including El Capitan and Half Dome. Take a hike, go rock climbing, or just find a spot to sit and admire the views. And don't forget to visit Mariposa Grove, home to over 500 mature giant sequoia trees. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, try to snag a permit to hike Half Dome. Next up, we're heading to the heart of country music, Nashville, Tennessee. This city is all about music, from the honky-tonks on Broadway to the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. You gotta visit the Grand Ole Opry, the most famous country music venue in the world. And don't forget to explore Nashville's vibrant culinary scene. And hey, if you're looking for something a little different, check out the Frist Art Museum. We're heading back to the West Coast, this time to San Diego, California, a city known for its perfect weather and beautiful beaches. Visit Balboa Park, home to museums, gardens, and the world-famous San Diego Zoo. Don't forget the Gaslamp Quarter, San Diego's historic downtown district. Feeling adventurous? Take a surf lesson at La Jolla Cove or go whale watching. Next up, we're heading to the South Carolina Lowcountry, to Charleston, a city that's known for its antebellum architecture, charming cobblestone streets, and rich history. You gotta visit Rainbow Row, a row of colorful historic houses that's one of the most photographed spots in Charleston. Take a stroll down the Battery, a seawall promenade that offers stunning views of the harbor, and don't forget to explore Charleston's culinary scene. And hey, if you're interested in history, be sure to visit Fort Sumter. We're heading to the mile-high city, Denver, Colorado, a city that's surrounded by mountains and bursting with outdoor adventure. You gotta visit Red Rocks Amphitheater, a naturally formed amphitheater that's considered one of the best outdoor music venues in the world. Catch a show, take a hike, or just admire the stunning views of the Rocky Mountains. And don't forget to explore Denver's craft beer scene. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, take a day trip to Rocky Mountain National Park. Next up, we're heading to the Pacific Northwest, to Seattle, Washington, a city that's known for its coffee, its grunge music scene, and its stunning natural beauty. You gotta visit the Space Needle, Seattle's iconic observation tower that offers panoramic views of the city. Take a ride to the top, admire the views, and maybe even grab a bite to eat at the rotating restaurant. And don't forget to explore Pike Place Market, Seattle's oldest and largest farmers market. And hey, if you're a coffee lover, you've come to the right place. We're wrapping up our tour of the USA in Savannah, Georgia, a city that's known for its antebellum architecture, charming squares, and southern hospitality. You gotta visit Forsyth Park, a 30-acre park in the heart of Savannah that's home to a beautiful fountain, walking paths, and plenty of shade trees. Take a stroll through the park, admire the scenery, and maybe even catch a concert or festival. And don't forget to explore Savannah's historic district. So there you have it, guys, 20 of the most epic places to visit in the USA. From the bright lights of New York City to the laid-back beaches of California, this country has something for everyone. So get out there, explore, get lost, and make your own memories. And hey, while you're at it, let me know in the comments down below which of these spots you're adding to your travel bucket list. Until next time, peace out.